Ladies and gentlemen, we have got our 8th guest for the streamer interviews. I am the streamer who interviews, and today we have got the man, the wrestling legend of TCW, is it?
Yes, that's right, TCW.
It is Mad Dog 1992. Everyone, round of applause for him. How are you, man? What's going on?
Oh, just chilling for a Sunday night after a long week of work.
Nice. Okay.
Pardon,
Very
there is
good.
background noise. There is other people in the room too watching the footy. So
No stress, man. No stress. I'm going to ask you the first question. I always like to start off with is, who are you?
who am I? So by day I'm a retail store manager. By night I'm a part-time Twitch affiliate and part-time Macca's fry cook. So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Busy man.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you come up with the name Mad Dog?
How come with the name Mad Dog? Jeez, that's going back to high school days. That is. So pretty much, how it came about was, I kind of was a little bit rowdy back in the day in high school, and some of the the more popular people were just chatting around. And I don't know what came over me, so I just turned around and snapped at them, something shocking, like just was like, "Will you shut the fuck up? No one cares about your fucking weekend or who the fuck you slept with." Sorry, pardon language.
No, be as vulgar as you want. I don't care.
And then they turned and was like, "All right, Ace, calm down, you mad dog." And that's how it starts.
Really?
So, yes.
That's great. Did they ever arc up back at you or anything happen, or is it just...
I think it's more or less just laugh now, and they're sort of just it's like, "Oh, hang on, mad dog, you gotta yell today." I'm like, fucking calm down, or I might.
Yeah, exactly. Don't push me, right?
Yeah, don't push it.
How long you been streaming for?
So I slowly started in 2018, and as sort of the work responsibilities sort of changed up and all that, sort of it progressed a little bit more constant and all that. So usually, most nights after work, I go for a couple of hours and all that, and then go sleep and go back to work, and that sort of has been lifestyle for it's now the 6 years of 6 years now.
Crazy.
It's been, so yeah.
Crazy. What's the main games or the content that you normally do?
So obviously TCW, which is the wrestling eFed that I run with members of my community. Before that, I was sort of delving into a few other things, a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, some Nuzlocke and all that. And I sort of just got back into doing the Nuzlocke and all that. But yeah, mainly just wrestling content, some Pokemon Unite here and there when the servers aren't being total trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Felt that. Cool.
Mm.
And what's a typical week schedule for Mad Dog?
Depends on what week it is.
So you have rotating shifts or rotating stuff, do you?
It sort of really depends on with work and all that. At the moment, it seems to be pretty steady, daytime wise. So pretty much it's, my work week's Tuesday to Saturday for the day job. The part-time Macca's shifts, they can be 1 to. I've got 3 shifts, next week. So yeah, just pretty much I work off the roster. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Man, busy bloke, hey. Don't know how you do it. It's crazy.
You have to survive in Canberra.
Yeah, absolutely. What, you lived there all your life, have you? Or?
Nah, it's been about 2 years now since I've been here in the capital.
Cool. Okay. Was there a reason for the move, or?
So pretty much before I moved to Canberra, I was a full-time Macca's restaurant manager. And yeah, after the whole COVID and all that, it was weeks there where, because I had a full management team turnover because everyone's shifts sort of got cut.
Ah, man.
So pretty much there was weeks there where I was opening the store at 5 a.m, closing at 11, going home at midnight, going back in again at 5 the next day. And with
Man.
everyone sort of locked down and all that, the help sort of was not really there.
Yeah.
So I burnt myself out, and I was just like, all right, nah, I'm done. Fresh start. Get out of town. Get out of state. Just go something different. So I went on my yearly holiday down to PAX, and 5:30 a.m. when I jumped on my flight, I emailed my 2 weeks resignation.
Really? So you're like, fuck it, we're doing it for PAX. When I'm going to PAX, that's it. It's just a new leaf.
Yep.
That's sick. That's cool. So coming from the work background, so we know that you do Macca's, and what was the other job, or do you keep that like?
Oh, National Geographic.
Oh, cool. Okay, jeez. So how long have you been with both altogether?
So Nat Geo's only been 5 weeks. So before that, I was with Electrodry, doing a tech job with them. Macca's like, gosh, what are we looking at? About 2010. I had I started my career in Macca's. Was a manager within 12 months. Was
Wow.
an RM within the 2.5 to 3 years. The stores I was sort of running were like going through people very fast. So it was like there was just room to just skyrocket to the top and all that.
Yeah, right. So because there was heaps of turnover, it was like your chance to be like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to do really well here so I can just move up.
Yeah, pretty much. And, the way I got into Macca's was my cousin was the restaurant manager at the time. So
Man.
pretty much was that family connection to get the job in the first place. And then sort of we kept it in the family because one of my other cousins, she was getting sort of taught up and she took over when I sort of had to go to another store. So sort of kept in the family there for, probably a good 7 years.
Wow. Okay. Far out. It's about who you know, right?
Yeah, about the work ethic too.
Yeah, right. True. What's your background, your ethnicity?
Pure Australian.
Okay, cool. All right. I thought so. Just had to ask.
Yeah.
If no one could pick it up by now, then really, like.
I mean,
Do you live at home or with family or?
I live with a mate. Both my parents have been long gone, so pretty much since I was 21, I've sort of had to, pretty much be on my own. I do have a 11-year-old child with an ex of mine.
Ah,
But yeah, I go and see him whenever I sort of really can. So,
nice. Is he into gaming and stuff as well?
oh yes.
Great. What's the one thing that you want to like from all of your years of, collecting or gaming or wrestling stuff? What's one thing that you want to like teach him the most for it, or something that you love doing and want to be like, yeah, I want my son to
Just be, fully passionate about what you do. Like, if you enjoy something, just go for it.
Cool. So you wouldn't be heartbroken if he was like, you know what, fuck wrestling, fuck Pokemon and stuff.
I'd be like, hey, pop for like 5 minutes, like, you know what? Cool, you do your Roblox stuff then.
Okay, Roblox is pretty okay. It's pretty base. I can respect that.
Yeah.
So your friends around you, or even with like your son, he knows that you obviously stream and stuff like too, right? Yep. How have they responded to you being in this like space?
They're happy. It's like they see like, I'm having a good time and all that sort of, you're not just, just down, down in dumps or anything like that. Sort of, it's my way, sort of, it's my escape from like reality streaming. Is work all day and some nights, and then this is just my escape where I can sort of just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing's gonna, hold me down here. So
yeah, cool. Okay. So outside of all your Twitch stuff and what you're passionate for, what are some of your hobbies?
I mean, I do love going for a drive and all that.
Okay. What car do you have?
Sort of, Holden Captiva. Piece of shit.
Hey, A to B, doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I've got Reg Oju this week too, so
Ah,
Yeah, not a
jeez.
good time.
Worse.
Yeah, I mean, really, sort of just yeah, crap TV, exactly.
Okay, what
Um,
else?
like yeah, pretty much just sort of just driving, sort of really, and sort of just spending time with my son whenever I can. Whereas a Discord call where we're playing games or something, or we're just just talking. That is pretty basic lifestyle.
So you play Roblox them as well? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I've uninstalled it for now, but I do. I have played some blocks fruits with him.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. And what about your relationship status?
What relationship status?
Hey, it's all about the Mad Dog show, is it?
Yeah, nah, friggin' single as they can be. Love's never
Hey,
been my strong point. Let's just keep it at that.
look, there'll be a nice lady friend out there for you. I guarantee it.
Maybe
right.
one day.
I'm going to move on to specific, like on the topic of Twitch now. What do you think about Twitch's current state right now? Do you think things could change or?
Always change with Twitch. Like the amount of times like they bring out something and the whole community, flips on them, and then they're like, "Oh, hang on, we fucked up here. Let's sort of dial it back a bit." So there's always room to sort of change things around and grow and whatnot. So yeah,
Would you say it's in a bit of a resurgence right now?
not really. Sort of, if anything, I think it'd be maybe a little bit of a decline at the moment.
Okay. How so?
Oh, just sort of with the like just from like people I follow, like the people going live list always seems to just get that little bit smaller and smaller and smaller. Which they might have things IRL that they've got to take care of and all that.
Right.
And then obviously you've got things with other platforms and whatnot. So like people are like trying to sort of just grow wherever they can.
That's right. That's a good take, actually. I think especially someone who's been before in the middle of COVID and post-COVID, like yourself, you would see all of these, like, everything's fluctuating for it. How many people are live, numbers, even just like you said, different platforms and wanting to go on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is. So actually, yeah, I agree. It's a good point.
Yeah.
If Twitch didn't exist, what would you be doing?
Which is what I'd be doing. I would probably be playing games at home.
So you would be creating,
or just be working and all that. I mean, I could be like creating sort of thing, but like Twitch is sort of like always been like the home base. Like I know personally, I need to expand a lot more out there. Like so I've sort of been stuck in some little Twitch bubble for so long now. It's just a case of all right, look, Twitch really sort of isn't going to go anywhere. Let's start getting out there more. Let's start networking and whatnot.
Yeah. Gotcha. What's the most annoying thing to you as a streamer?
Annoying thing to me as a streamer.
Let's open Pandora's box.
Any mention of The Weeknd?
Of The Weeknd?
Yep, like the artist, can't stand The Weeknd.
What? Really?
Yep, absolutely hate
man.
The Weeknd. Hot take.
Okay. All right.
My community knows.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. All right.
And also, I don't believe in Joe Hendry either, so...
Why the hell not?
Nah, never believed in him.
So you would have hated the past WrestleManias then, because the fucking... The theme
Oh
song
no,
was...
it's just mute.
Okay. Well, I can tell you now you'd be feuding with a few people in this community for The Weeknd, so...
Bring it on.
Give me your honest thoughts about yourself and your community.
It's a very, very tight-knit community. I mean, look, the community has its ups and downs and all that. Like, there's been some times where, I've had to, play the hand of God here and be like, all right, no, guys, enough's enough. But look, at the end of the day, you know, everyone tunes in. They have fun and all that. They're very interactive and all that, and that's all I ask for. It's just, you know, be there, part of the stream.
That's good. Okay. A lot of your content's driven around wrestling and Pokemon. Are you afraid those are the only things that they pit you to be? Or you don't care?
As I said, like, when I first started, like, I delved in, like, you know, into Yu-Gi-Oh! And things like that. But yeah, like, I mean, most of the content has been, like, you know, 9% wrestling, 10% Pokemon and all that. It's just sort of, yeah, it's just, like, with Pokemon, like, I can just play and just, you know, chat away while, you know, I'm doing all that. And wrestling, obviously, I'm interacting, you know, more with the viewers and whatnot. And I mean, like, things like, you know, Fortnite and, you know, shooters, like, I mean, like, I sort of going out of that phase. Like, where, you know, me and a mates, you know, we'd just jump on, you know, and just try and get some W's and all that. It's just like, yeah, maybe another day.
But it's more so just community is like, they're there for, you know, that they're there for you and for everyone
like,
else.
I know, like, you know, most of them are going to be there for TCW and the wrestling content, so.
Yep. Okay. Do you think being an older creator is a disadvantage?
Older creator. I mean,
Well,
my age kind of gives. My age gives it away. My age kind of gives it away.
Do you think, because we're the same age, do you think that is a bit more of a disadvantage for today's sort of like
in some aspects, yes. Like, I'll use my son for example. Like, some of the stuff that he's into, I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
So, like, just, yeah, so, like, you know, trying to keep up with the trends and all that. It's just like, yeah, okay, you do you.
You're more so there just to have that tightly knit community. It doesn't matter, like.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. So that was part one, just to tickle your brain a little bit about some stuff. I haven't got too many of these clips for you, but part two is just explain that clip. Go. So there's just a few. No. It's not that bad. Look, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna go through a couple of these things. See. You gotta explain it, all right? Let me know when you've got my my stream up, and I've
got your stream up already. So
sweet. All right. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
All right. It should be here. Can you see that?
Give me a second. Okay, yes, I can see it.
All right, I'm gonna play it, and then at the end of the clip, you just tell me what's going on. All right?
Gotta give it to. Look, Locks did it right. She got 2 eliminations. Straubs. Oh, that's a strawberry kiss I've ever seen one.
All right, so what's going on?
Okay, so just coming up with a finisher for Straubs there, who done the move on Old Lady Gloria there, and obviously Straubs is a member of the community that, so obviously being Australian, Straubs, Vicky Webster Southern came to my head, so hence why Strawberry Kiss came a thing.
Yep. So that's TCW, right?
Yes.
So take us through what TCW is, what you do, how many people are involved, everything.
Okay, so TCW is my Wrestling E-Federation that I go through the 2K series and all that. So pretty much we all have our custom wrestlers, and then there's a few non-custom wrestlers for storyline purposes, we'll say.
Okay.
And yeah, we just run pretty much our own universe and all that. I do have a team behind me. So like MGB there in chat, like he's my main commentary partner. And then I've got like Shadow, Bobby as pretty much my 2 bookers.
Yeah,
and all
right.
that. So
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's
so
a full blown. It's a full blown thing, like an
Yeah.
actual like show. That's cool. Can I be in the show?
I mean, we can definitely do that. We can sort of set up a time, and we'll create Joey and all that.
Sick. Okay. Cool. And how long have you been doing it for?
We're on season 6 now, so
Wow. Okay.
so
Cool ads.
yes, it's been a very long time.
Cool. Okay. And you'd say that's really prominent to what you do on Twitch. Like that's a really strong core of what you do.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely,
Cool.
like that would be the core, is, TCW.
How many times per week do you normally run it? Like 2 shows?
So before the season reset, which is always around the launch of the latest game.
Oh,
so
true. Yep.
Yeah, so when the latest game comes out, we sort of give everyone a week to like redo their characters and all that. And then, usually the Friday after release, like the following Friday, is when we do our big TCW Mania.
Yeah, cool.
So before that, like, we were doing 2 shows a week. We had Surge and Power, which are now Nitro and Now. Obviously, sort of with work and all that, I've sort of had like, okay, maybe we can put Now as the developmental show for those who are sort of not always there when they're live. They're watching the VODs and all that. They're still part of the show, but there's like, okay, look, you're not sort of active enough to really sort of be involved in like storylines, but still you're going to be featured on the card.
Yeah, cool. Yep. See, at least you've got some sort of like, hey, we'll run it. Like, I'll stream it, and then you can watch it on the VOD, or you can chuck your VOD
watch on the VOD, or when I eventually upload to YouTube like a month later, because I'm terrible at that.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? I get it. Yeah. Okay, cool, sweet. I've always wanted to know exactly what goes on. Did know that you had a fucking full blown team and everything. That's sick.
So pretty much, it was sort of at like the first season and a half, 2 seasons, I was sort of really doing everything. So pretty much just come home at work, sort of just auto-generate a card, like, all right, cool, let's actually put this person in and all that, and just just go to town on it. Just like, okay, some weird angles happen. Okay, that's part of the story, and just just commentate and talk shit about everyone.
Cool. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the next. There's only a couple of clips here. Don't worry. But I want you to explain this next clip for me. Can you see that on your screen?
Waiting. Okay. Yep.
All right. I'll play it first, and then you let me know. All right.
Yes. Yes.
You're drinking the same Coke, are you?
Absolutely.
So victory dance as well. Tell me what's going on.
All right, so that is very early days. That is very, very early days. That is.
Do you remember when that was?
Maybe 2019. I'd have to fact check myself on that, but I'm saying it was early on in the career.
It said 6 years. 6 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, sure. There you go. So even longer.
Yeah.
So what that was a sleep block challenge. So, a sleep block race. Sorry, I should say. So me and my friend Crisis, who's a IRL friend of mine, we pretty much played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and we raced from start to finish. Who?
Oh,
gets
sweet.
there
Okay.
first.
Yep.
And yeah, I ended up winning in the end. Yeah, pretty much Crisis sort of got stuck on red, and I sort of just came in and swept.
Because
Last
I was
time he
going
went
to
to a
say that's the
Pokemon
red
Center
fight,
was
right?
yeah. Last time he went to a Pokemon Center was not at Mount Silver, where I did, so he got teleported all the way back.
Oh no, that's cool. I like that. I really like that challenge of like versing someone to complete a game like quick. So, how long did it take altogether?
That one was just short of 18 hours, I believe.
Fuck, so you sat there and actually did it all in one sitting.
Yeah, so I've done a few of those.
Mental.
So when Scarlet and Violet was released, launch night, 25 hours,
Yeah, that's
go
sick.
from start to when all 3 sub stories were finished.
Yeah, yep. Oh, so you did all the like even
Yep.
Till Mask and everything. Fuck, that's nuts.
No, well, not the DLC, but like the main.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, yep.
yeah.
Do you reckon
Yeah,
you'd do
so that
something
was-
like that again?
I mean, gosh, I put a hard effort in on the birthday stream when I started at Emerald Kaizo, so.
Yeah, you got to finish your Kaiser
So-
first, don't you?
Oh, well, we finished Victory Road today, so I got the Elite Four
big.
champion now, so.
Ooh, good luck. Good
Yeah,
luck.
so that one's going to be, that's going to be, a triumph. That one I've sort of been on and off trying for a while now, so.
Yeah, it is. It's fucked. I did mine.
Yeah.
Did mine last year. Man. Okay. All right. This is the part 3 now. So all you got to do is just as quick as you can answer the questions. They're just quick, rapid fire questions, just for part 3. All right, ready?
Yep, let's do this.
Okay. Mad Dog. Where have you traveled overseas? If you have.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Really?
Yep, I've been pretty much very Australian based. I have gone to Queensland, obviously Victoria for PAX, and well, probably the most furthest place was Elimination Chamber in Perth.
Yeah, sick. Okay. So where would you go then?
Would love to go to Japan. Would love to go over the States. A definite goal would to be, a definite WrestleMania.
Mm.
If they don't ever decide to bring one, over to Australia.
Yeah.
But
Would
yeah,
you travel if it's anywhere else than America for it? So let's say if they did it in London or something.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Out of all the wrestling streamers you've known or played with, who's the coolest?
Okay. Of all the wrestling streamers I have known and played with. Bullfrog. Definitely Bullfrog. Bullfrog's definitely the most funnest out of the drop kicks.
Is that what you call yourselves? Or use
Well,
the drop
that's
kicks?
what they sort of call... When they were sort of doing their podcast little era between Deej, Jordan and Froggy, that one of the things was, the Drop Kicks podcast. So that's just been
cool.
their team name for TCW. So
Okay.
it's like, yep. But yeah,
Sick.
I actually got to meet Froggy when TNA was in Wagga.
Oh,
So,
really?
a couple years, yeah, Froggy
Yeah, cool.
shouted me out to go there.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Froggy's a good one. I like Froggy.
absolutely.
Great one. Same with Deej too.
Oh yeah,
Who's your longest sub?
my
That
longest...
you sub to, sorry.
Okay, hot pick. It's actually Deej.
Really? Is it?
Yes, I've actually have subbed to Deej longer than anyone else. It was sort of like within that first couple of years, like it was because me and him sort of like have the birthday one after another. It's me and then he has his
Yeah,
birthday.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so like I was tuning into one of his birthday streams, like, you know what? Happy birthday, here's a sub, and yeah, have not looked back.
Yeah, nice. How many months?
Wouldn't know off the top of my head now. Definitely a couple of years.
Yeah, cool. Okay. What was your first gamer tag?
My first gamer tag, Neo_Nathan.
Oh god. How'd you come up with that one?
I was a big fan of The Matrix.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
So based off the Matrix. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. That's cool. Favorite game of all time?
Game of all time. Mega Man Battle Network 5.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. What's that?
One of the old like Game Boy Advance games. So like obviously like based off the Mega Man NT Warrior cartoons
so
back
Mega
in the day
Man.
when
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the first bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Man's sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Name a WWE wrestler.
GG Dolan.
Interesting. Who's your favorite?
Talking current, all time, past,
Let's go with of all time.
of all time. That'd be Chris Jericho.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, so I am a long-time Jerichoholic.
Interesting. Okay. What about what about now? Like, who's currently wrestling?
I mean, I'm a GG Mark, but she's currently injured. So, male-wise, definitely, the Tribal Chief.
Yep. That's big. Good answer. That got you plus points. Who is someone you're inspired by on Twitch?
Well, this is what actually got me sort of really onto Twitch. Angry Preem, another IRL friend of that, he was sort of doing it, and I was like, you know what, that looks like fun. Like, that's something I can sort of, do in my off time as well. So, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Preem, and then, like, that's how I've met people like, Red and all that. Bobby, I knew IRL, but was sort of like, was not as close, but like now, like we're really good mates. So like we knew each other, but like sort of, yeah, that real like friendship sort of really developed as the streaming like sort of came a bit more progressive and all that.
Yeah. So how did they like inspire you? You just wanted to do like.
It's just like they were having fun, like
cool.
I'd be sort of involved, playing games. So I was like, well, with no one else around, like I'm playing games, like I might as well, just have some fun with it too.
Okay. Cool. What's something you want to achieve in 2024?
2024. Get debt free.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Nice. I need to do that too.
Yeah, Taxman was not nice.
You done yours?
Yeah, not looking good.
Jeez. Annoying. What's your favorite song at the moment?
Favorite song at the moment? Whoa. I've gone back on like sort of like on a classic type of trail as of late onto songs listening to. Final Countdown's up there.
Okay, nice.
Bit of Gwen Stefani as well. We love Mummy Gwen.
Yeah, she's great. What's your favorite Gwen Stefani song?
What You Waiting For?
What you waiting? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, let's just say don't put me in front of SingStar and that song on, because you won't know what happens.
Ah, all right. So what we're hearing is we're gonna have to get a rendition soon enough.
Yeah, maybe a karaoke night, maybe while I'm down in Melbourne for PAX, maybe.
Okay, you heard it here first. You're gonna see Mad Dog at Fortress belting it. All right. What's the best game you've streamed or played in your career?
It's a hot take for you. The game that probably sort of helped me sort of build a lot was actually WWE 2K20.
Wow, people hated
the game, but I made that shit work.
Right. It's like taking a game where people didn't appreciate or didn't like, and you're like, no, we're gonna make something good of it. Is that what you mean?
Pretty much, like we just ran for say every time the game crashed, be like, all right, cool, cue the technical difficulties, just move on. That we end up inducting the PlayStation Blue Screen of Death into our Hall of Fame.
So you're saying it provided good enough content / memories enough to be like, hey, it was a shit game. Yeah, I like that. That's a good answer.
Shit game, and it was just like, no, let's just roll with it.
Yep, good answer. Who would you say is in your circle of friends in Twitch?
My close circle of friends on Twitch?
Yeah.
Shadow, Bobby, Bamage Red, MGB, and then a lot of like IRL friends as well who don't stream and all that.
Cool. Okay, so you've actually got separate of like your community / Twitch friends, and you've got like your IRL friends that are not a part of it.
Yeah, like my housemate who I live with, he's not involved with any of the Twitch whatsoever.
Yep.
But yeah, like, you know, there's been a couple, like, you know, if anyone is a TCW OG here, like Shermanator, Number Crunch, who was Crisis. Yeah, like there's been a few, like a lot of IRL friends sort of have been in the past involved, but then like, you know what, we've got our own stuff to do with, you know, can't sort of be around. It's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. If you see him, you see him. People are doing their own thing, kind of thing.
Like they pop in chat and be like, you know, hey, how you going? How's everything and all that? So
yeah, cool. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Pokemon. I mean, it's kind of a tie between Arcanine and Blaziken.
Ooh, so both.
Hot take: I hate Eevee.
That's fair enough. You want to know my hot take?
Yeah.
I'm fucking over Charizard. I think
if Pikachu was the mascot, it would be Charizard as the mascot. So
I'm so over it, bro. I'm so over it. Just get it off everywhere, man. I'm over Charizard. Fucking all these poster boy ones. I'm fucking over it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. The reason why I hate Eevees, I'm surprised you actually didn't find the old Insurgent Rage Quit clip.
Why? What happened?
Insurgent Nuzlocke, first attempt, I got wiped on a Vaporeon who kept just outspeeding and critically hitting, and I just literally was just like slammed the headset down, walked out.
You already know what I hated for a long time. Do you remember?
I mean, other than me, you know, mocking you for losing your starter to a Linoon.
Fuck off, yeah. I like him now, because you know why?
Look, to be fair, you're actually nicknamed as my Linoon in the Emerald Kaizo.
Fuck you. You remembered. Get fucked. I like him now, so that's fine. I'll take that. I remember because he fucked me up in that first round. I was like, oh, I'm so over it. I'm
like you lost like your combustion or Blaziken.
It was.
Like, how?
Yeah, it's outsped.
Yeah.
What can you do? If you could learn one other language, what would it be?
Japanese.
Yeah, really? Why?
Well, I mean, I'm a big anime sort of watcher and all that, so like currently, you know, I'm a big One Piece and Bleach fan and all that. And with One Piece, I prefer subbed over dubbed, except for the 4Kids One Piece rap. That's GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, like I've always enjoyed anime and that, so yeah, I can sit there and sort of, you know, watch it sub, but it was like, okay, I would sort of, you know, maybe one day learn the language to, you know, that way I don't have to have the subs on, I can just listen, like, yep,
yeah,
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's gonna be on the cards for you to go to Japan, like.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. It's cool. Beautiful place, by the way. Wonderful.
Who knows, might meet Logan Paul.
Yeah, I don't know who met them, but speaking of celebrities, who is a celebrity you get mistaken for?
Not really sure. I don't think no one's really said a celebrity. I've had, you know, people saying like, oh, I've seen your twin, you know, out of Woolies car park in bloody, you know, one of my mates in Tasmania. I'm like, cool, don't care.
So you've got doppelgangers out there and they'll send photos of you or whatever and be like, hey, I found you.
I mean, if I had to sort of be related to a celebrity in relevance, I mean, Frank Walker from National Tiles, for all you Aussies out there.
Can you give us a spiel?
I think Avoid Soul, who's in your chat there, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. He is a former employee of mine.
Okay.
So he'd be able to vouch for the Frank Walker National Tiles.
Can you give us a rendition?
Hello! Frank Walker from National Tiles. Until this Sunday only at National Tiles, there's 30% off European porcelain floor tiles. For the latest deals, visit nationaltiles.com.au.
Wow! That's good.
Russian insane.
That's good. That is fucking great. That is so accurate. That's amazing. Okay. All right, I'll take that. So not a celebrity you get mistaken for appearance-wise, but yeah, you got that down pat.
Yeah.
All right, Mad Dog. The final part. There's 3 questions I got here for you. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the last one. Mad Dog, what is your party story / go-to or like wacky story?
Oh god. Okay. I don't recall if I said this in the Two Truths and Lie. But I'll give you the story about why I turned off Sam Booker altogether. So, one of my best friends had her 21st, and obviously, you know, I've just come off a shift at work, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I've got the day off and all that, so I was like, I'll go down and you know, have a drink. Get a phone call, it's like, oh, can you actually do a couple of hours the next morning, you know, just to help out till sort of coverage. Like, yeah, fine, okay. So pretty much, story short, 6 shots of Sambuca later, and the last thing I remember, I was across the road from the party at the local servo. I remember that I was sitting on the toilet. I must have sat on there for at least 45 minutes for an hour, because I get a knock on the door from the cops. It's like, are you right in there? Like, yeah, I'm just on the toilet and all that. Next thing you know, bleh. I hear that, and it's like, alright, cool, come on out, let's get you across there. So, the best friend's husband at the time, and a couple of others in that, pretty much dragging me across from the servo, across the street and all that. I even got a police escort. Apparently, from what I've seen of the clip and all that, because it is on Facebook.
Is it really? Is there actual like footage?
Yeah, I will see if I can find it, and I will send
You'll just
it to
show
you.
me. Yeah.
Apparently, I took a swing at the best friend's husband.
Oh no.
But yeah, so yeah, that's why I've sworn to send Booker forever. It's like, nope, we're not doing that shit again.
Jeez, far out. Okay, so you've just sworn off it, not even for like.
Yeah, just like no, I'm not going through that shit again. I can fucking, you know, sit up and drink rum, you know, from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day, be the last man standing and all that, no problem. But Sam Booker, it just fucks me.
What if it was for money? So what if someone said, all right, $500, all you have to drink tonight is Sam Booker?
Well, if I sort of got to dictate how I was able to drink it, like, you know, it's like, oh, you got to have a, you know, 1 drink every hour or something like that, you know, possibly. But it's just like, nah, we're doing shot. Yep, okay, another shot. Yep, again. It's like, guys, at least freaking let me have something to eat first. At least get the barbecue going first. I've got food in my stomach.
Every man's got a price, though. I'll put you to it. All right, question number 2. In this current moment, how are you feeling about yourself and for you as a streamer / content creator?
Everyone's really sort of noticed that I've sort of have come out of my shell a lot more, and really, like, that's a lot thanks to you, Joey. Sort of with the stuff that you've been doing. It's like, you know what? I'm in my little Twitch bubble. I need to sort of get out there. I need to network more. If I'm going to sort of grow, I'm just going to be like staying at that minimum sort of, you know, chucking along. So I was like, you know what? If Joe's doing this Just Chatting month, let's get involved. Let's, you know,
That's cool, man.
see what we can do.
Thanks, man. Thank you. It's like the thing that forced me out of that mentality was just I feel like a lot of people get in their own bubble, in their own communities or their own whatever. So it kind of forces your own hand if you play outside of that, like that box, so to speak.
The thing that sort of forced me to sort of like, you know, come out of my bubble, and that was like last year at PAX, like, you know, me, Red and a couple of mutuals and that, like, we actually decided, you know what, we're all going to go to PAX, we're all going to, you know, get an Airbnb together, we're all just going to meet, like, finally meet, have a fucking good week, which we absolutely did. One of the best weeks I've had in a long time was PAX last year, because I actually got to, you know, spend it with good quality friends.
It's awesome. And then that translates to like how you feel when you get outside of like Twitch and when you're streaming from your house, and then it's like, how am I going to apply this online? It's like, I want to find more friends or more people who it's like, it all becomes relative like that, right?
Exactly.
It's cool. It's a good answer. I'm sure a lot of people can feel that way, not even on a streamer level, even just like as a viewer or those who are involved in communities, because once you're more involved like that, without the parasocialness, it's really cool that like people can get out of their own shell as well, and then they'll be more involved in chat, and then they'll want to bring more people and help your community, you know? So it goes like clockwork, right?
It's just that domino effect.
Exactly. All right. Last question for you before we get some community questions, which, by the way, everyone, you may ask Mad Dog anything that's, I guess, relevant or good questions for him. I'll be going through those after this. My final question to you, Mr. Mad Dog. You ready? Last question. If there's one person who you could nominate to see me interview like this and even recruit for the Bloodline, who would it be? Streamers, by the way.
Stream-wise.
Yep.
I think Ravi.
Yeah,
I know Ravi
really?
has applied in that, but, you know, sort of... Yeah, I think Ravi would be, you know, definitely... Yeah, get her in for an interview, 100%.
You reckon? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go to work on her getting into the Bloodline first, because she's up there. She's up there. It's just, I'll be honest with you, it's all backlogged. There's so many there's so many creators who I've got backlogged for it. Without spoiling too much, it's a pretty big no-brainer for her to get in. But what I can ask you to do then is, since you suggested her for it, you got to tell her about this now and then see if she would want to do the interview.
I will 100% send her a message straight after this interview.
All right, sweet. All right.
I'll even call her out on her next match on TCW for you.
Ah, beautiful. Okay. All right. Look forward to it. Mr. Mad Dog, thank you very much for doing the interview with me.
My pleasure, mate. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, bro. Of course. I think I want to get in the habit of getting all of our Bloodline members who are already in and get them for the interview and make this like more of a close to weekly thing, because it's like been trying to figure out my own schedule of anything for it. But it's not the end of the interviews completely, guys. I'm going to read through these.
Pour more drink then.
Guys, please chuck in some more questions, even if they're just proper questions or anything for it.
I mean, that's 1.25 liters gone in since the interview.
Is that the Aldi one?
Yeah. I noticed the Coles one.
Oh, right. Yep. So you're a Coca-Cola fanatic then, are you?
Well, that's what happens when you're a qualified Macca's restaurant manager and you're had several years of pretty much Coke on tap, food on the go there. So yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. That's right. Guys, please chuck in some more questions. I've got a few here. Some of them have already been answered, so people haven't been paying attention and putting questions in.
Maybe it should be some LAIs. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Being a Macca's fanatic, I guess, what do you think is better to have Coca-Cola from? A glass, glass, can, bottle?
Can 100%.
Really?
Yeah, because the post-mix stuff that Macca's use, yes, we're going into a bit of Macca's lore here, a little bit behind the scenes, but obviously the post-mix stuff, it can be alright, but obviously, like, if things are cleaned properly, or if there's not enough CO2, or, syrup's run low, like, the taste goes shit.
Right, I gotta tell you, I'm a glass bottle enjoyer through and through. I don't know why, it's just the aesthetic of it. That's like one of the OG ones, man.
Just crack that can, you just hear that chick.
Yeah,
like,
but you don't...
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about like the taste for it. Glass bottle, clears. Oh, is it true? Actually, I got one more question for you for the Macca's thing.
Yep.
Is it true that the medium and the large is pretty much a scamars? Is that a scam? They're pretty much the same shit.
In regards to what, drinks, fries?
Nah, I mean just like the medium drink. Sorry, yeah, medium drink, and you can pour it into the large. It's pretty much the same shit.
Just how much ice you put in.
Ah, fucking do it. Exactly the same with like when you get served at the bar, and they put in like this, like the glass is like this, and then you only get that.
I'll just ring my my restaurant manager, tell them that I'm probably resigning effective immediately.
Because you're telling us all your deepest, darkest Macca's secrets.
Mate, I mean, if you remember Two Truths and a Lie, I mean.
All right, Mad Dog, I have got a here's the first question. The other questions have been answered. They say, what's your favorite thing about Canberra apart from the roundabouts?
Everything about Canberra. Not fucking much. I sort of work and stay at home. Like, I mean, you know, when the T20 cricket's on in Canberra, like, you know, I'll go bring my son to it. So yeah, it's probably like the only sort of really good thing. And the local wrestling scene in Canberra is pretty.
Oh,
good
really?
too.
Is it big
Yeah,
there?
Slam Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Why do they choose to go to Canberra for it? I thought it'd be bigger in like Melbourne. Nah, for the wrestling.
Oh no, it's Canberra based.
Oh, right, the Canberra-based
Yeah.
wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Wouldn't have thunk it, really.
I mean, look, I've sort of been umming and ahhing, like, because I know people like, you know, Betson and Gemstone, like, who are like Melbourne guys. They sort of, you know, started putting their foot into like the wrestling business, or like doing commentary and stuff like that. And I keep thinking to myself, is like, well, I pretty much have commentary down pat. I should just suck it up and see if they're looking for another commentator and that. Because I've seen the YouTube and it's just like, bro, this is so boring.
You ever thought of like approaching him properly and just being like, yo, I do this on Twitch. Do you need anyone for anything for it?
Yeah, I sort of have thought about it. It's just sort of like, you know,
Getting out
sucking
there,
up and actually saying it. It's just like,
yeah, for real.
yeah.
I think you should. That'd be cool as. Definitely do it by the end of this year. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shake on it. I bet. Done. Good. Next question for you, Mad Dog. Do you think it's harder to produce the content that you do compared to other streamers on Twitch?
I mean, that's sort of why I've got the team there, because, like, you sort of run out of ideas very, very quickly, and, like, you don't want to sort of be, you know, hashing out stuff that, you know, the Fed, you know, other Feds now are sort of doing, or what's currently hot on WWE, like the Bloodline and all that. Like, it's like, okay, sort of, you know, we want to be unique. We sort of, you know, want to pay a little bit of homage, but we don't want to put our own twist on it and all that.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. I know that's question directed at you, but I think I can add to it by saying what you do is like you're the best at what you do for it, right? So you're doing it your own way, and there's like a template way, quotes, but like the way that you run it.
Yeah, you have your interactive where it's just like, all right, cool. People can, you know, not taking a dig at, you know, Mystic Mac and ACW, or am I? Like, where they've got like, all right, here's this wrestler. Who wants what wrestler? Cool. Just simulate, you know, just matches and all that. No real story or anything. Where it's just like, all right, cool. Let's actually make it proper, interactive, and actually have people involved, like, you know, to help, you know, sort of come up with their own storylines and things like that. So it's just like that way they're feeling a part of the community.
Yeah. I think that what you just said, that's the epitome for me to what separates good and great for anyone can just copy and paste and just do it. Like I had like a bunch of well, I only did it for like a little bit, right? But people can just get anyone and you put them in and it's like, oh, we versed those and those two. You versed those and those two. But like the game actually helps you to be like, oh yeah, they ran in.
Yeah, well,
ran
I
in
mean,
and, like,
anyone who's from my community is in chat. Like, I'm surprised no one has said anything about Ted or Ted Jr. Because we've brought teddy bears to life and all that.
So it's like even like memes inside the community, whatever. Then you turn that into storyline,
Yeah.
or let's just say, I don't know, JB's character is gonna verse Boss's character, and then Boss's character has ran in and like hit them, whatever. You can turn a lot of those outside things into the storyline and just write that yourself. That's like
exactly.
the added innovation to what you do for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got a bucket list stream moment you want to tick off in the next 12 months?
This stream mode in the next 12 months. I mean, partner's always sort of there in the back of their head, but obviously, like with real life work and all that, it's sort of like, look, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just along for the ride.
Cool. Yeah. It's more so like this is your hobby or this is all your part-time thing for it. You just want to have like that
that's
same.
That's how I would say. Like it's
Cool.
one of my main hobbies that I will always put time towards.
Dream big though. You never know what can happen.
Right, you never know.
What do you think the future of the whole eFed scene will look like in the next few years?
Depends if they can release a decent game. one that does not bug out. Obviously, those who have played the WWE 2K series will know exactly what I'm talking about. How the game's okay, sort of, and then it's just one patch and it just goes to shit.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, with them sort of bringing back like GM mode, they're sort of slowly bringing back all the stuff that has made like the SVR series like GOAT tier and all that. Like for me personally, what they need to really redo the whole universe mode, like really just start from scratch, not just copy and paste and sort of take away elements like there's no pyro at the start of the shows. Pardon me, no pyro at the start of the shows. Scene selection for like cutscenes and that's all limited. Like the days when you go to SVR and you had like create a story. Look, if that can be like the next game, TCW, I can actually there'd be no stopping it. If you have that create a story aspect, that can involve like all aspects, like commentators, general managers, things like that. There's an infinite possibility of what can be achieved. But if it's just copy and paste, then it's sort of not really going to progress, but it will probably slowly like fizzle out a little bit. I mean, the example I like to sort of use is like, okay, TCW's killed off, another wrestling fed and things like that. So, I mean, yeah, so they've got to really look at the foundation of a good wrestling game and really just sort of rebuild from scratch, which is what they sort of started to do in 2K22, 23, but they sort of just copy and pasted a few things at the moment. It's just like, okay, look, get away from PS4 and the old series stuff, just focus on new gen now.
Yeah, yep.
Then I think the possibilities, I think more things can be done.
I think under the helm of, I don't know how much control like Triple H has in these kind of like situation stuff. Will this be the first? No, I think it'll be the second one because 2K24 was
second.
Yeah, so this will be his second one. He's very much online, right? So he'd have the whole team. He'd have like everyone like listening and doing it for it. Don't know how much say or whatever because it'd be more so of the actual, take 2K franchise for it, right? But I feel like there's got to be a sense of like people are listening or they're watching and they want what people are actually wanting kind of thing in these.
Well, that's why they sort of brought back GM mode, because everybody was asking for it.
It's true. Yeah.
Like GM mode, SmackDown vs. Raw 06, best GM mode of all time. Like when they done that community poll, post 2K20, it's like, oh, what do you want us to focus on? Like GM mode was up there. Rehashing of universe mode, create a story, copyright music, which we all know is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's just just going to be all Def Rebel. We know how Def Rebel goes. Yep. Once in a blue moon.
It's funny that it's an actual term now to be Def Rebelled. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible, isn't it? All right. Last one. I've got a last question here for you. Is there a game / series that you would branch to if it didn't affect your viewership?
Didn't affect my viewership?
Is that something that you like talk about as well, or are you active about? You're like, I don't care.
I throw ideas and all that. Like, the main issue I sort of have is like time zone. Like, a lot of my community are over in the States.
Oh, really? Yep.
Yes. So pretty much streaming sort of this time of night, I'm lucky to get a few of them. As the late bloomers or, the all-nighters will sort of be around and all that. Which is, look, I sort of understand. Like, hence why I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm off Sundays, Mondays now. Let's sort of maybe delve a little bit more into daytime and sort of see if anything sort of comes around for that.
Can you...
And then obvious... Yep.
Sorry. Can you, like... Your normal schedule. What's your normal schedule, then? Of, like, your...
It's, like, after work, like, maybe 6, 7 p.m.
Right, okay.
Go for, like, 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So it's even more harder because you've got work kind of thing.
Like, it's just the IRL stuff. Which I'm fully, self-aware. So it's like, look, I'm
it's
in the
hard,
AE time zone. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks the most. I completely
understand
that.
And then, last couple of weeks, like, where I've been doing day streams, it's like, all right, I am a small fish in a big pond time zone now, because I am now competing directly with...
I mean, yes, but that mentality of, like, I'm competing against everyone for it, it's not a wrong mentality, but you're in that anyway. Like, right now, I'm in it right now, It's like, I am competing for it, but that's something that I don't want to actively or consciously think about or worry about for it. Because the more that you're in tuned in your own stuff and that you're focused in your own stuff.
Just focus on the content, not like
exactly.
Like the logistics and the schematics behind the scene. That's all like post.
If there's one thing that I can like say to everyone is like, people are very transparent in seeing like, if I was so worried about it and I had it plastered everywhere, or I kept talking about it for it, it's going to make everyone sort of that uncomfortable and be like, oh, I don't want to hear that all the time. I'm here to be entertained or to watch it wherever. You know what I mean? So, sorry to take away from the question though. What game or series would you do then?
I probably would focus more on Pokemon side of things. If not, maybe the Mega Man Battle Network series probably would be like the next option, or maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh content and that. Just go for like all the old games, Duels of the Roses.
Oh, the shit one, you mean?
The GOAT one, you mean?
Yeah, the shit one.
Greatest of all time, mate.
Yeah, the greatest of shittest of all time.
I'll duel you over that fact if you really want to.
All right, we'll book it in. We'll be you versus me, and we'll do one on Forbidden Memories, and we'll speed run through them. I'll do Forbidden Memories speed run, and then we can do a Duelist of the Roses one.
We'll do a race, side by side, and just see who can. And
you kick my ass a duelist.
Capsule Monsters Coliseum.
Yeah, fucking hell. So you'd bring back Mega Man stuff. It's like stuff that you've loved for so long. Yep. Cool. Sorry, your mic keeps cutting out a little bit. That's all.
It does. Hang on, that might be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's all right. No worries. So yeah, it's like bringing your favorite. It's like bringing your favorite things or stuff that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Harrod,
cool.
do not remind me about that. We will not talk about that.
It's all right. We all have games that, like, you know, one person's really good at like beating you with. It's kind of like a flex to beat the streamer, right?
Hmm.
Gotcha. Putting the toxic and paratoxic, hey?
Yep.
All right. Since there's no more questions, I want to say thank you very much for Mr. Mad Dog. Everyone, round
Appreciate
of applause.
it.
Is there anything else you would like to say to the masses before you take your leave?
No, not really, man. Just appreciate the opportunity in that, and long live the bloodline.
Yes, that's us. That's it, baby.
And yeah, I'm here for the long run, mate. So looking forward to what happens.
Absolutely. All right, man. Thank you very much. I'll let you go.
And we'll definitely get you on TCW.
Sweet. I look forward to it. All right, cool.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, man. See you